Against Manchester United, it's been the focus of media attention all week, variously dubbed as the match of the season and the cup final that should have been. It's really a clash of the titans that fires the imagination of football lovers all over the world. And needless to say, it's a sellout, and how ironic that the most glamorous soccer competition in the world will be shorn of one of its leading lights by 2 o'clock this afternoon. Indeed, with Liverpool gone and Arsenal facing a potentially hazardous replay at Port Vale, 3 of the 4 major protagonists in the Premier League could fall at the first hurdle. Well, Ruud Gullit rarely chooses the same 11 2 matches running, but limited alterations today see Frank Leboeuf back at the heart of the Chelsea defence after a bout of flu, the timely return with Frank Sinclair suspended, and Mark Nichols taking over from Danny Granville, while Tore-André Flo is preferred to Paul Hughes. Hughes' namesake Mark, now MBE, will play in midfield against the club that he served so magnificently for so many years, and fittingly Mark Hughes will captain the side as Dennis Wise sits out a major match in his period of suspension. And there's really only one surprise in Alex Ferguson's nominated 11. Henning Berg pays the penalty for mistakes in the shock defeat at Coventry and gives way to Ronny Johnsen. A sweet and sour move for Norway's international manager Egil Olsen, who's in the crowd at Stamford Bridge today, assessing them as well as Flo, and possibly one of the United substitutes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Dennis Irwin returns to the United backline after a 2-month absence, and most importantly of all perhaps, Peter Schmeichel resumes in goal, having missed the Christmas games with a back problem. And we're underway. This is a repeat, of course, of the FA Cup final of 1994, which Manchester United won 4-0, and then a repeat of the semi-final last year, which Manchester United won 2-1. And there is Schmeichel, and I was pretty sure during the week that if he could have him back in, Alex Ferguson would choose Schmeichel. He'll want him up against Mark Hughes there, the new MBE. Now Andy Cole for United, trying to press on against Leboeuf, who does well and sweeps the ball into the path of Mark Nichols, this youngster, locally groomed. He'll wait for support from Lasso, and a useful cross, but there to greet it was Pallister. Di Matteo, lovely ball, straight onto the toe end of Dan Petrescu, who goes forward, thinks of the shot, plays it instead, looking for 1-2s with Zola, edge of the area. Hughes, the square ball for Di Matteo, who spurns the opportunity to bring Lasso into it again. Instead it's Clark. Oh, no. Ill-advised back heel by Beckham. Manchester United and Chelsea have met in 7 previous FA Cup ties, and Chelsea have only once won one back in 1950. So after a gap of 47 years, they'll reckon it's their turn. And the bookies find it hard to separate these two. Good play, Leboeuf. Zola. Hughes, it was a useful ball, one that Petrescu can capitalise on. It's Giggs getting back. And well, Petrescu left his foot in there, according to Mr. Lodge. And there's already a bit of an altercation down there between Ryan Giggs and Dan Petrescu. And Mr. Lodge is going to have to stamp his authority on this game early. For a moment he reached for the pocket, more because of Petrescu's reaction. Oh yeah, it was a bit late there. And Giggs in sharply, and there's a chance here for Cole. He's onside. Andy Cole can't work it past De Hoy. Thanks in the main to Steve Clark getting in there just to put Cole off in the act of shooting. It's Di Matteo instead for Chelsea. Zola making the run ahead. Doesn't get to him. And here goes Cole through the middle. It's a delicate pass, and here's Cole in on Leboeuf. Manages to hold his feet. under the Frenchman's challenge. And gets it in there, and it'll be flicked through, and surely a goal for David Beckham. Manchester United are in front. And let's hear it, they say. Beckham stealing in there after Andy Cole had made the early incursion. It was a Giggs pass, a lovely one. Cole twisting, turning, and then the deflection, and then the flicked on header opened the door. And on 23 minutes, Manchester United have their noses in front. David Beckham. Giggs again from Scholes. This is Ryan Giggs at his best, at his most fluent, and he'll take a free kick out of Nichols, and Nichols' name is also going into Mr. Lodge's book for that. First sight it seemed a trifle harsh, but the tackle was from behind. So can Beckham curl it? He can! David Beckham's done it again. And De Hoy has to be questioned on that one. He'll pick himself up, crestfallen. David Beckham was given such a sight of goal. It snakes inside the upright. The despairing left hand of De Hoy can do little about it. And David Beckham is sending Manchester United sailing on their way here. Curled around the outside of the wall, and one player, I think it was Petrescu, moved away. It's Giggs now, it's through to Cole, he'll try and turn, and he nearly got a ricochet. Finally it breaks for Di Matteo to drive the men in blue forward, and Di Matteo's gone 30 yards. Will still be kept in by Zola. Flo's the only one in the penalty area at the moment, so it'll have to be him. Oh, it was missed there by Janssen. An unnerving moment for the Norwegian defender, who's been brought in place of Henning Berg today. Looked as though he really should have cleared that one up first time. Lasso's brought into it now. This is where they have to be careful of not straying offside. It's a good ball in for Nichols. Turns. And across to Schmeichel, whose big hands claim the ball. Accompanied by a big grin. Nicely taken down by Lasso. Tries to create space for a cross ball in. Oh, it's headed just over by Dan Petrescu. And that would have made such a difference to the game if Petrescu had managed to knock this one under instead of over the crossbar. He's in a great position. 21 players are inside the Manchester United half, so hence United can break, and this is possibilities here. It's Cole going on, chased by Leboeuf. It's Andy Cole, and it's goal number 3, and Manchester United may be home and dry. He takes the salute, and Andy Cole's golden streak just goes on and on. In the last minute of the half, Chelsea had committed so many men forward that when the break was on, Cole took advantage superbly. And who would have predicted a half-time score at Stamford Bridge of Chelsea 0, Manchester United 3? Zola drags the ball through. It's carried on as the move with Di Matteo now. Referee plays a good advantage. They just need a break around the edge of that United area. This is Dewberry. They're 5 in the penalty area. Dewberry goes for goal. Schmeichel with the stop. It'll be kept in, and it's off the outside of the upright for Zola, and Schmeichel beats it out. Well, a combination there of a big Danish goalkeeper and the upright spoiling Chelsea. But at least they're giving it a go. It was well kept in there by Lasso and smacked off that bar. And Chelsea's substitution says the withdrawal of Tore-André Flo and the introduction of the eminently popular Gianluca Vialli. 2 goals last year against Liverpool that turned the course of the tie. 2 today might not be enough even. Now Giggs, Cole through the middle, Andy Cole's on his way again, and this might be number 4, Andy Cole! And on 66 minutes, surely Manchester United have sealed their passage. There's no way back for Chelsea. and there was no way that Andy Cole was going to be denied. He was away from Dewberry, tucked it in with some relish. His second, Manchester United's fourth, and we now have a repeat of the scoreline of the 1999 Cup Final. Giggs sets off and makes tracks in the opposite direction, trying to get away from Leboeuf. Still going, Ryan Giggs, and he'll have a corner out of that. It was Giggs who supplied that killer ball for Andy Cole's third goal, or the third goal, his first. Now the United fans over on that side applauding their team as they work this corner routine, and it's floated in. It's goal number 5. Teddy Sheringham, so simple. Well, this is an extraordinary performance from Manchester United, and with 16 minutes to go, they've got a 5th goal, and it was just so easy. Sheringham soaring for the glory, and it's become a humiliation for Chelsea, who can do no more than play for pride now in these closing moments. Johnson is dispossessed this time, but then Beckham wins it back. Lasso, and he'll go on from here, and he tries to chip Schmeichel! Well, it's a beauty. It hardly counts, but it's in the record books. And Graham Lasso floats a delightful shot over Peter Schmeichel to give a crumb of comfort to Chelsea's miserable afternoon. That really is a delightful goal from the England man. 12 minutes to go, and Lasso strikes for Chelsea. Too little too late, you feel, but it was a high-quality strike. Will come down for Zola. Still playing head tennis, which enables Beckham to free Manchester United, and he'll get on along that right touchline, and there are 2 in the middle, and Beckham finds them. Chelsea are in trouble. Cole's on a hat-trick, remember, and Leboeuf has brought him down, and the referee says the free kick will do. Is Leboeuf sensible enough, I think, not to argue, otherwise it would be a red card for him. One of those who's already had a yellow. Can lightning strike twice? It may well be Ryan Giggs. On the other hand, it is Beckham. Oh, and this time De Hoy makes the save of the match. Just to foil Beckham from what would have been a wonderful hat-trick. He struck it superbly, and the save was no less impressive. Myers has got the ball forward for Lascelles this time. Layoff from Hughes. Now they will advance in numbers. They're 2 pulled away, including Vialli. Is Gianluca Vialli in for goal number 2? He is! Well, what a game this is. I assure you they're not going to get another 3, but Schmeichel's furious. Vialli's kept up his record of a goal a game. 85 minutes gone, and Gianluca Vialli smashes the ball past Schmeichel, and it's Chelsea 2, Manchester United 5. 5 minutes to go. Chelsea 2, Manchester United 5, and Chelsea coming again, swarming forward, and they might get a third. It's Di Matteo, and so close. Di Matteo frustrated. So was Hughes, diving in, but it was way ahead of him. Myers just managing to keep the ball in play, but it's back in United's possession. Oh, and Pallister's back pass here for Vialli, who'll tee up a third one for Petrescu. Surely it's got to be Vialli. It's Chelsea 3, Manchester United 5. And this is an unbelievable scoreline. It really is. It was a horrid back pass by Pallister. He just didn't know Vialli was lurking. He teed it up for Petrescu. He in turn teed it up for Vialli. Well, it never ceases to amaze, this game of football. And Gianluca Vialli's second goal in 5 minutes means that hope even now springs eternal for Chelsea.